Hey everyone, today I'm excited to share with you the key takeaways and chapter summaries from The Rational Male by Rollo Tomassi. This book delves deep into male psychology and explores ideas about gender roles, love, and romance, and the challenges that modern men face in navigating relationships. So sit back, relax, and let's get into it. The Rational Male explores male psychology and why men view love and romance differently from women. It examines how cultural influences shape our perceptions of gender roles within relationships, suggesting that these beliefs can be challenged to create healthier dynamics between partners. The book also offers practical advice and strategies for men to improve their dating and relationship prospects. It underscores the importance of self-awareness, self-improvement, and understanding women's psychology to navigate the complexities of romance successfully. The author encourages men to take control of their lives, make their own decisions, and not conform to societal expectations or opinions. The book advocates for plate theory, which suggests that men should cultivate multiple relationships without committing to any single woman. This allows a man to maximize his options and avoid unhealthy attachments to a single partner. Another important concept discussed is one-itis, defined as an unhealthy romantic obsession with a single person, which men should avoid. Chapter 1: The True Meaning of Masculinity and Why It Matters. Traditional masculinity, exemplified by traits such as self-reliance, assertiveness, and self-confidence, is inherently positive and beneficial for both men and women. This form of masculinity is crucial for men to reach their full potential and lead fulfilling lives. Tomassi encourages men to take control of their own lives, make their own decisions, and resist being influenced by societal expectations or the opinions of others. He also highlights the importance of personal responsibility and self-improvement as essential aspects of positive masculinity. Chapter 2: The Benefits of Plate Theory. Plate theory proposes that men should avoid committing to a single woman and instead keep several plates spinning at once. This means cultivating relationships with multiple women without making any promises or commitments to any of them. The idea is that this strategy allows a man to maximize his options and avoid becoming overly attached to any one woman. It is also believed that this approach can help protect a man from becoming too emotionally invested in any one woman and from the risk of getting hurt by a woman who may not reciprocate his feelings or intentions. The book suggests that men should spin more plates to have more options and opportunities for dating and personal satisfaction. Having multiple options can also make a man the prize in the eyes of women, who may prefer sharing a high-value man over being with a faithful loser. It advises men to communicate their non-exclusive intentions subtly rather than overtly, and to maintain independence and control over their own choices to preserve power. Chapter 3: How to Maintain Your Independence and Become the Man You Want to Be. This chapter advises men to steer clear of the "let's just be friends" LJB scenario, and instead cultivate physical relationships. Long-distance relationships, LDRs, are often challenging and less fulfilling, so men should avoid clinging to them. After all, rejection is better than regret. It's also cautioned against falling into the savior schema, where a man expects intimacy in exchange for solving a woman's problems. It's argued that men and women often struggle to be just friends, so a man's social circle should primarily consist of other men to maintain a strong, confident image. Maintaining independence and identity is crucial, as this is what is attractive to women. Men should not compromise their core values to please a woman, as this can undermine the stability that women find appealing. Taking action to become the man you want to be is important, rather than allowing others to dictate your identity. Men should not center their lives solely around women, but see them as a complement to a well-rounded life. The book advises that men should consider being non-exclusive until age 30 or even 35, allowing time to mature in their careers, passions, and personalities. This makes them more appealing and valuable to potential partners. Striving for success and setting high goals are also essential, as aiming too low can be riskier. This chapter delves into the concept of one-itis, an unhealthy romantic obsession with a single person often characterized by unreciprocated affection and unrealistic idealization. The author argues that there is no one perfect person in the world, only some good matches and some bad matches. The notion of a perfect match is a myth. So the idea that a person can find their soulmate may be a romantic dream, but it's not a reality. In Chapter 4, Rollo Tomassi highlights the need for men to understand and implement game as a way to better understand women's behavior and succeed in romantic and sexual pursuits. Game refers to a series of behavioral modifications based on psychological and sociological principles that facilitate intersexual relations between men and women. This set of tactics and strategies aims to help men navigate the often complicated dynamics between men and women. The author argues that women often prefer to share a successful man rather than be with a consistent failure. They tend to seek out partners with higher social value, SMV. Women's peak SMV years are between 22-24, when they have the highest fertility rates, desirability, and potential for male attention/arousal. Conversely, men reach their relative SMV apex around 36 when they've maximized their potential both socially and professionally. This makes them more attractive long-term investments from a hypergamous perspective. The overarching message of this chapter is that understanding game is crucial for achieving success in relationships and avoiding unnecessary drama or heartbreak. To achieve this, one must grasp what game entails: fundamentals of self-improvement, physically and mentally, and developing social skills and awareness. Application of these concepts based on the specific situation at hand. This understanding can lead to significantly increased chances of success in romantic pursuits. Game awareness and red pill ideology are tools used to give men an advantage in the dating world. This includes strategies and tactics such as developing self-confidence, improving physical appearance, learning how to communicate effectively with women, and understanding their behavior. This awareness can enable men to make better decisions and avoid common mistakes, leading to increased success in the dating arena. Beyond self-improvement and communication skills, game awareness and red pill ideology also place a significant emphasis on understanding the various dynamics and types of women that men may encounter in their interactions with the opposite sex. By gaining a deeper comprehension of the psychological theories behind game awareness and red pill ideology, men can more effectively navigate these interactions, increasing their odds of success in dating and relationships. Instead of thinking along the lines of, if I'm nice to her, she'll love me, it's important to understand that attraction is a nuanced phenomenon influenced by factors like confidence, independence, and the way you carry yourself. Being kind is a virtue, but it's not the only ingredient in the recipe of attraction. Chapter 5, Operative Social Conventions. Navigating Unwritten Rules of Behavior. Operative social conventions, essentially unwritten rules of behavior that have become established over time, are founded on the principle that most people act in particular ways because it has been proven to be effective for most individuals in most situations. These conventions are a form of societal norms, guiding our interactions and decisions without us necessarily being aware of it. The book highlights several operative social conventions. One of these is the shallow effect, which fosters doubt about one's own self-validity in exchange for the promise of intimacy with women. Another convention discussed is the scarcity mentality, which seeks to control men by artificially inflating the perceived value of women. So, finally, escape clause conventions are also mentioned, which serve to absolve women of responsibility for their actions by reinforcing societal norms. Operative social conventions, in essence, offer a set of unspoken guidelines for behavior that help people navigate social situations where there is no clear right or wrong way to act. For instance, in a society where shaking hands when greeting someone is a normal expectation, someone who doesn't follow this convention might come across as odd or inappropriate. These conventions can also help maintain societal harmony and order by providing a common framework for behavior. Chapter 6, Understanding Women's Communication Styles. Communication between men and women can often be challenging due to their differing communication styles. According to the book, it is important for men to communicate indirectly through their actions, rather than being overly transparent with their thoughts and feelings. Women are usually attracted to men who are confident and dominant, rather than men who seek constant approval and validation. Chapter 6 dives into a couple of other key concepts. Sexual competition sabotage refers to the act of women using gossip and rumors to reduce the sexual desirability of potential female competitors. The book also delves into gender role redefinition, which can be used to promote androgyny or ensure women remain the primary selectors in mating. Additionally, the concept of the quality woman is discussed, which the author argues is often used by men to exclude women they have no chance with or have been previously rejected by. For instance, if a woman doesn't seem interested in you, rather than becoming frustrated, remember that attraction is often about how you present yourself. It's not just about what you say or do, but also about your confidence, body language, and overall self-presentation. Chapter 7, Understanding Hypergamy is the key to establishing healthy relationships. The central psychological theory underpinning game awareness and red pill ideology is hypergamy. Hypergamy describes the innate tendency of women to be attracted to men who are perceived as being higher in status, wealth, and power than themselves. This concept helps explain why women often seek out men who are successful in these areas. Women are biologically inclined to search for partners who can offer more than what they currently possess, and this evolutionary instinct has been reinforced over time by societal expectations for men to sacrifice and compete for women's affection. Understanding hypergamy, while perhaps seemingly unfair, is crucial for building healthy relationships between men and women. This awareness allows both parties to comprehend each other's needs and motivations when engaging in any kind of relationship dynamic. Tomasi emphasizes that it is important not to expect anything from your partner that you yourself are not willing or able to offer. Unrealistic expectations can lead to disappointment and potentially create further issues down the line if left unresolved. This can be a key factor in maintaining healthy, balanced relationships. Ultimately, Tomasi believes that awareness of hypergamy should empower people rather than hinder their romantic prospects. By being conscious of our own desires as well as those we expect from others, we can make more informed decisions when seeking love or companionship without having unrealistic expectations of ourselves or our partners. Chapter 8, Establishing a Strong Male Frame in Relationships by Using the Iron Rules. Tomasi's iron rules are crucial for establishing a strong male frame in relationships. It is important to be aware of the subconscious balance of whose frame you are operating in. Never reveal intimate details about past sexual experiences. If a woman makes you wait for sex, it's not worth pursuing. Genuine desire cannot be negotiated. Do not try too hard, as this will devalue your worth in her eyes. Ultimately, the rational male serves as an invaluable resource for men seeking to build healthier relationships with women through greater understanding of frame dynamics. By following Tomasi's guidelines, men can gain confidence in taking charge of their own lives rather than leaving themselves open to potential manipulation from others, especially women who might unwittingly wield their natural power. For example, if someone tries to manipulate or guilt trip you, stay calm and confident rather than reacting emotionally. By holding your ground and refusing to engage in emotional power struggles, you maintain control of the situation and demonstrate your strength of character. Chapter 9, The Power of the Feminine Imperative. Tomasi defines the feminine imperative as the social and cultural conditioning that shapes women's behaviors and attitudes, optimizing their reproductive and social success. This conditioning leads women to prioritize their interests and desires over those of men, which can result in conflicts and misunderstandings in relationships. Men should be aware of the feminine imperative and its effects to better navigate relationships and interactions with women. To achieve one gender's sexual imperative, the other gender must compromise on its own. This is the fundamental source of power that the feminine imperative uses to establish its own reality as the normative one. Nothing is more threatening to a woman, yet also more attractive, than a man who is aware of his own worth to women. Women do not want a man who will cheat, but they do want a man who has the potential to cheat. This paradoxical desire underscores the power dynamic between genders and the importance of being aware of the feminine imperative. Thanks for sticking with me through this exploration of the rational male. If you enjoyed this video and found it insightful, please consider subscribing to my channel, hitting that like button, and ringing the notification bell to stay updated on future content. I appreciate your support, and I look forward to sharing more thought-provoking insights with you in the future.